Hey guys, today I have a few DIYs for you. These are going to be really small, quick DIYs, and they're going to be based around kind of making over a small bathroom. So the other weekend I spent some time on our bathroom because it was looking really sad. It had no life to it whatsoever, and I just hadn't put any energy into it, and it definitely reflected that. So I decided to give it a little bit of a makeover and just kind of add some different sort of natural elements to it. I was really inspired by sort of Zen style decor or, nature inspired decor, and I wanted to kind of add those elements into it. So let's go ahead and get started. I found these curly white willow branches at Ross for only $4.99 a bunch, and I thought they would make a nice kind of subtle divider between the toilet area and the sink. I had this already silver hammered basin, and I poured industrial white sand into it, and then one by one I pressed the branches into the sand, and then I placed that right between the toilet and the sink. We found some tumbled marble at Habitat for Humanity's The Restore. It was on sale for only $1 a sheet, so we got a few sheets of those, and we've done some different projects with them. For this one, we're going to take 1/4 inch MDF, and then we use Loctite adhesive for mirror, granite, and marble. And so you just lay out your stones and glue each one down with that adhesive, let it dry, and then we use white sanded grout. We scoop a couple of cups of grout into a bucket, add a little water, stir or mix, and you should have a frosting or cake batter kind of consistency. And then scoop the grout onto the mosaic, press into all of the gaps, smooth it along the edges, and we like to have some of the stones kind of sticking out or protruding beyond the edges. It kind of gives it a more kind of rugged, earthy look. And so then you just smooth everything out with a wet sponge and then let the grout dry and you're all done. We've made a few of these in different parts of the house, but this one we're going to place on the back of the toilet, and I'm going to set my vanilla orchid on top of it and back stock of toilet paper. We had this blank wall space just above the toilet, and we wanted to utilize that space and put in some shelves. So Michael had this 1x6 board, and he cut it into pieces and screwed them together. Next he used Durham's putty to fill in the screw gaps, and then let that dry and sanded it smooth. We painted the shelves in Behr sea salt and nailed in picture hanging hardware to the back. We measured and drilled screws into the wall and hung the cube shelves. Next, we're going to make an aromatherapy bath soak with essential oils of your choice. So this isn't exactly decor, but it can fit into your decor still, and it's usable. So it's going to make a really nice aromatherapy bath for you. So what we're going to do is choose your favorite essential oil, something you really enjoy the scent of. One of my favorites is sweet orange, and then choose a carrier oil of your choice. I'm going to use this Monoi Tiki Tahiti. This is my favorite vanilla infused coconut oil. And then also some coarse sea salt. So just take a glass jar, pour some sea salt in, add about 20 drops of your essential oil, and then a dash of your carrier oil. Blend it together. I'm going to top mine off with a little more sea salt, finish mixing it, and you're all done. And whenever you're ready to use it, you just take a scoop, drop it into your bath water, let it dissolve, and you'll have a soothing aromatherapy bath. Alright, one thing I've never been a fan of is having to go pee in the middle of the night and stumbling into a dark bathroom. So I decided to make this nightlight, and I wanted it to have natural elements as well. So I just took a glass cylinder that I got at Walmart, and then I grabbed some stones from the beach, just some smooth stones, fill the bottom with that, and then place your candle over the stones. And then you have a beautiful nightlight that has that natural element as well. And since it's going to be a nightlight, we used a flameless candle, not a regular candle. I found these bamboo candles at Goodwill for only $1. They were brand new and they smell like honey. They just are going to fit in really nicely with the natural elements theme. And I'm also going to add these stacked stones. These are just beach stones that I found. They're just, you know, super flat and very smooth, and I always kind of like the look of stacked stones. And also, since I'm doing the bamboo candles, I decided to go ahead and set my other bath salt up there too. This is another Aromatherapy bath soak, and it is coconut. It is amazing. My friend actually makes these here on Maui, and I love the packaging. It has this like bamboo, it's like this little bamboo hollow stick with the salts inside. It's just super cute. That's the Honi bath soak. On the top shelf, I placed my Austral gem fern in a white decorative ceramic pot. Now when it comes to small bathrooms, most windows are going to be very small also, and you're going to have very narrow windowsills, but it's still kind of fun to take advantage of that space. So what I like to do is make little tiny kind of miniature plants and set them up at the windowsill. So what you can do instead of going out and purchasing a plant is, if you already have house plants, some of them you can actually take cuttings from and make more plants for free. Some plants are really easy to propagate from cuttings. One is the golden pothos plant, which is a very popular house plant. I found these tiny white ceramic pots at Walmart, and the drainage holes were quite large, so I added a few small stones to the bottom and then filled them with potting soil, soaked the potting soil with water, and then you can take a cutting from one of your plants. So I found a good healthy vine, and it has several leaves, it has some roots already coming out of it, so I'm going to make a cut just below the roots, about a ½ inch or ¼ inch or so, and then remove the last leaf or two, and then I'm going to dip in rooting hormone. That's optional. If you don't have that, you don't have to use it. It just makes it kind of start rooting a little bit faster. And new roots are going to sprout and grow from the old leaf node areas. And just stick it in the soil, press down firmly, and you now have a miniature pothos plant that will be growing for you very soon. Now some ferns can easily be separated as well. I have this lemon button fern, and I'm going to gently work the root clump apart to split it into 2 plants. So now I'm going to have 2 tiny plants instead of 1 bigger one. And so I'm going to stick that in the soil, water, and you're done. So there's a couple of ways to propagate new plants really easily without having to go out and purchase more. So you have a couple of free new plants just from houseplants that you already had growing. I also have a peace lily in the bathroom that I have on the floor. It's currently waiting for a larger pot. The peace lily is a lush rainforest plant that can make a beautiful house plant, especially in the bathroom, and it can also help detox your air. I wanted to make the overall space brighter and kind of more spacious, so I added a mirror just above our towel rack, and that really helped open up the space and add more light. Since we only have a very small window, it really helped to kind of brighten up the room and kind of take any light that was coming in through the door and the window and help reflect that out. And definitely keeping a clean countertop, or keeping it as clean as possible with as few items out as possible, is kind of de-stressing, and it's kind of more relaxing than to walk into your bathroom and see a whole bunch of things all over the counter. Unless of course that's how you have to have your setup and everything. But if possible, kind of reducing the amount of items, or at least organizing them nicely, can help kind of create a more relaxing space for you to get ready in the morning. So the only things that we keep on our counter is our soap dispenser and our Q-tip holder, and that mirrored set we got at Ross. As far as organization goes, under our sink I did a whole makeover, and so I'll post that video below because I did a whole video just on that. That was quite a project in itself, so I'll have that posted below. And then also in our medicine cabinet, it's not super organized, but it works for us. So we have our first aid in the cabinet on the right, the middle cabinet is toothbrushes and our oral hygiene, and then the cabinet on the left is kind of my skincare. So I have my Andalou Naturals, I have a little acrylic container with cotton pads and Q-tips. Oh, I also have my Acure oils in there. And then up above I have like hair serum and my coconut oil. And don't forget, behind your door on the back of it, you can also utilize that space by either putting like a full-length mirror to help when you're getting ready in the morning, if you get ready in the bathroom at all, or you can put a towel rack. We put a towel rack actually that we got at Lowe's. It was all white, so it matched perfectly, and it just really served us well to have an extra place to hang towels, because we really didn't have very many places to be able to hang wet towels or whatever to let them dry, or robes or whatever. So that's another option, is utilizing that space behind your bathroom door. So one of the changes we made that made the biggest difference was switching out our old printed fabric shower curtain. We left our vinyl liner up, and then I just added a second extension bar. I placed it several inches higher up to kind of give the bath area a more prominent sort of look, and then I added linen curtains on the sides. They were my old curtains and they were folded up and just in the closet, kind of just sitting there, so I wanted to put them to use instead of going out and buying a new fabric shower curtain. And so we just used that instead as our new linen fabric shower curtain. So that made a nice kind of change because I like the natural look of it rather than the old shower curtain we had in there before. And of course there's lots of ways to do DIY shower curtains where you can actually purchase the metal grommets and put them into any fabric just about that you want, and you can make your own shower curtain just like that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed some of the ideas. Let me know if you did, and I better let you go because the sun is setting now and I'm losing my light. Alright, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.